As I wrote the manuscript in its entirety, there were numerous reflections that came to me that I wish to share with you here. The first is how humbled I am to have participated in such a project. How inspired I am even to this day when I recall a story or a person who participated in the project. I proclaim from the rooftop the song of spirit that sang through us those 3.5 years. I hope all that participated in the project feel the gratitude for them that is expressed in the story here. The second was the utter miracle of grace it was that I was so young and found myself capable of holding all, in moments of sheer magnificence and in moments of challenge. There were times I was completely undone by the immensity and beauty of this project, and there were times my heart and spirit felt crushed. In latter moments, you could see that I asked for guidance and most often did not know what to do. Staying the course was the natural choice. In my entire gift of self to God as a Carmelite, like the many hundreds of thousands of women and men that give their own assent into religious observance and spiritual communities, there is a formation that happens. It leads to an entrusting of self in or to your order. Eventually, I believe, these structures, these assents, and even ourselves go through some kind of destruction so that we can emerge and awaken even more fully. One of the fruits for me is a penetrating compassion for all humanity. Each one of us is moving through layers of trauma and conditioning back to our essential wild nature. And our service to each other is walking with compassion and kindness alongside the path another may be navigating. What greater friendship could we offer to another? The third reflection that happened then is how little support there was for us women. It was not an easy choice for me to reveal some of the challenges that existed inside our monastic life. After all, these are very private and deserve respect. But they are also integral to my own experience of everything as grace. They are an important part of the entire miracle. I was sad to see how often we were judged or treated with harshness within the hierarchy, instead of being offered a helping hand. It was a bit like a catch-22. In the text, you will see that I inwardly wrestled as a young, newly professed nun, being asked to assent to practices that I wasn't sure were of God. I know that I am not alone. I have not met one human being that has not given their heartfelt assent in some way to hierarchy or authority for all the best reasons. Miracles are happening within everything. That which is birthing, that which is destroyed, and everything in between. And everyone, without exception, is doing the best they can. There is much for us to grieve and change within our structures and in ourselves. There is much for us to celebrate in the human spirit that opens to experience unconditional love and freedom. There is much for us to learn in order to heal the collective consciousness. There is great ignorance that longs for the light of spirit to awaken, and there is reason to rejoice in the dance of this awakening happening. Miracles are happening in the naked light. When we let go our defenses which keep us cloaked, when we get naked, we discover the grace in each moment. Each moment becomes a miracle in and of itself.